guys, well, videos. Today we're in Los Alcázares, which is in the region of Murcia, population of about 19,000 people, half an hour away from Murcia Airport, which incidentally is for the third year running is #1 European airport, voted the best award. And also, while we're talking about that, February, Alicante passed its million visitors into Spain's airport for the first time ever, so that's broken another record. But we're here today, we're going to be looking around Los Alcázares, talking about the Spanish news. Also, we're going to be explaining about the visas, the most popular visas, free visas. We'll talk about all the visas, about coming into Spain, and discuss the most popular one. So this is Los Alcázares. And not only are we going to be talking about the famous visas, we're going to visit this absolutely magnificent hotel, absolutely spectacular. So make sure you watch the video to the end. We'll explain all about the visas. We'll show you the bars and restaurants on the strip. We'll walk along the promenade and we'll show you this super duper hotel. If you come into Los Alcázares, it's very easy to find AP7 going towards Cartagena. You just come off the Los Alcázares exit and you'll come up to the roundabout with all the letters on it says Los Alcázares. Just in this bit here, you've got a few little restaurants. So we'll take a quick little glimpse around here and then we'll explain to you what else is happening today. Apart from going to the beach, we're going to talk about the La Manga, the strip, the famous strip, and also there's this famous hotel here, the Balneario, which dates back many years. It's been featured in many famous films. The Garden of Eden had famous people there. So yeah, we're going to visit this famous hotel. The Balneario Hotel dates back to Roman times, and yeah, it's really popular for the bathers many years ago because you've got the lagoon, the La Manga strip. Incidentally, it's a very popular place. A lot of people come down here for the lagoon, the famous healing salt lakes where you just grab a load of the mud from the lake and you can put it over your skin, and all the minerals and everything's supposed to be really good for you. So it's a very good bathing lake. And also the lagoon has a temperature around about 15 degrees in the winter and can get up to 26 degrees the water in the summer months. And La Manga, the La Menor, is a strip of land that's divided between the Mediterranean. That's why you get this nice warm bit of water there. And it's not very big, it's 22 kilometers, the whole strip. Also La Manga, you've got the La Manga Resort, which I have done a few videos of the La Manga Resort, which is quite nice. And yeah, it's only a narrow piece of land. Incidentally, down on La Manga Resort, it's quite famous for the footballers in the winter months. And the summer months, when they have their winter breaks, they tend to come over here and arrange a lot of friendlies. You get the women's there, you get the main Premiership teams come down here and they have a friendlies against international teams down at the strip. They've got a little football ground there, and it's free as well, they don't charge you. And also you've got the most fantastic golf courses there as well, so it's quite famous for the celebrities. They love it down now because it's sort of tucked away and it's a bit private. If you did want to come and buy a property down in this region, Los Alcázares, you can get a nice bungalow here. I've seen for less than 100,000, 80,000, 90,000 for a bungalow, 3-bedroom, and apartments for around 80,000 euros. Obviously it depends on how close you want to be to the sea and what work's required, but it's quite a cheap area than most of the other resorts like Torrevieja and that. Slightly a bit cheaper down here, you get good value for money. And also you get all the planes flying over because you're not far away from the base here, the military base. So you do get a few little airplane displays here at certain times of the year. I think the next one's coming up in June. You have to look out for that, check out the date. But yeah, you have some fantastic air shows down in this area. And you always see the military planes practicing, and the helicopters and all sorts. So that's this area just there, not too busy, but we're going to take you where it's really lively, especially at night as well, and we're going to talk about the most popular visa which everyone's going for. So we're 3 roundabouts up, and then we're going to come to this famous strip, and we're going to talk about the most popular visa everyone's applying for in Spain. So we're going to take a look over there. You've got some beautiful restaurants over there as well. Incidentally, there's one there called El Patio the Second. That is a beautiful, massive restaurant, and it does get very busy. But this is where all the action is during the night time. Even now in March, there's people about and sitting at a few of these bars, but they've got all sorts here. You've got the hotel right next door as well. So the most popular visa that everyone's applying for in Spain, which is a lot of the easiest one, is the non-lucrative visa. That is the one, once you hand in your application, it can take maybe up to three months, even quicker. And there's no investment required on this one. And you just got to demonstrate that you're what your situation is, your current situation is at the moment. You explain that on there, and you can reside in Spain up to a year with this visa. And after the first year, you simply just need to complete a simple renewal and request every 2 years. And after 5 years of residency in Spain, you can apply for a permanent residency. So if you do qualify for this visa, you can bring your family over and you'll have the freedom of movement within the Schengens. And also you would need a valid passport as well, an original copy. So you have to do all this online, you can do all this. So you would need copies of your original passport photos, and then you have a minimum of a year left on this passport as well to apply. So you can't just put it in if you've only got 6 months. It's got to be at least a year on this passport. You would need proof of financial income as well. That is another one of the main things you need to prove. And of course you've got to have your own health insurance, your private health insurance, because you won't be supported by Spain. So you would need your own health insurance. I mean, there's plenty of companies that do this, but you can't go for the cheap one. They don't like you to go for the cheap one. They like you to go for the middle range, and it can vary. It can vary around about €80 a month for one of the top middle range ones, and that will definitely qualify you. Because some of these health insurances, what you pay €30 a month, they won't accept that. They do need, you know, you've got proper cover, so if something's wrong there, you'll be able to get the treatment without relying on Spain to bail you out with their medical care. You've also got to make sure that you produce a criminal record certificate to have a check on that, and make sure that you're not been in trouble in the last 5 years. And you must have proof of kind of residency where you're staying in Spain. So like normally it's a padron, and you go down to your council town hall and then you'll get a padron. You just simple really, you just show your house rental deeds, or if you bought an house you just show that, produce it, a few utility bills, and they'll give you a certificate, and that they'll give you a padron. And then also you need to pay the fee, which is online. So what I'll do is I'll put the link down below in the description, and then you can click on and it will give you the full process of applying for this most popular visa. So yeah, we just walked through this famous little strip. As you can see, there's tons of Indian restaurants, fish and chips, English, Spanish, all kind of different restaurants going here. You can have steak, whatever you like, Italian. There's lots and lots of restaurants. And at night time, like I said, you won't be able to move down here. It is absolutely rammo. I've got a couple of videos of that. And incidentally, if you like this video, don't forget to give us a subscribe. And if you want to support me, I'll put in the description where you can buy me a coffee, and it'll help me do lots more videos all over Spain. And you'll be notified every time I do a video. So we're just going to take a nice little walk up towards the beach. We're going to find this famous Balneario hotel that's been going for a long time. In the meantime, the other most popular, not as popular as the other one of course, but this is the next one on the list. You don't have to be super rich. Visa they can apply for is a digital nomad one. With this visa, you can see nice big hotel there as well. Hotel Costa Najos, I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. Don't pronounce the J's in Spain. Soneros, massive hotel. Actually looked in there, really posh. Yeah, so back to the visa. So with this digital nomad visa, this visa is for any foreigner who wants to or planning to live in Spain as a resident, but only working remotely. And you can work for a company, an employer, or you can be self-employed with this visa. And you must be located outside Spain as well. Oh my God, I think I found a place where you dump all your beer bottles. You've got to be outside the Spanish territory for this visa. You can't be inside, so that is one of the requirements. And it says you've got to be exclusively computer, telematics and communications, media and systems when the applicant is self-employed. He or she can also work for a company located in Spain as long as the percentage of the particular work doesn't exceed more than 20% of the amount of professional activity. And you do need to have an undergraduate or a postgraduate degree from a college or university for this as well, and a school of prestige. And they must have, of course, have at least 3 years work experience in the kind of job they're actually going to do over in Spain. So you do need to be a bit clued up, have a bit of professionals about you. So that's if you want to be self-employed, or if you want to work here and you're working for a company that's not based in Spain, you can actually live and reside in Spain on this visa. Like I say, I'll post every kind of visa down in the links, and you can click on, and then it will tell you the process how to apply. It'll be exactly the same. So we reached the beachfront. On a weekend this can actually be chock-a-blocker. You've got all the sailing boats that go out just there as well. You've got the big yacht club there, could be banged out, all the sailing boats come in. It's quite nice actually. Sundays and Saturdays this place very busy. They all come down here, the Spanish, at their picnics on the beach. All the bars are buzzing. I mean, it's only 12 o'clock in the morning now. You start getting a few people out. So with that last visa, if you did want to go for that one, that want to work remotely in Spain, you've got to apply for an NIE before you do anything. That is the first thing you need to do. So you've got to go about applying for NIE, and then you can make the rest of the process all done online. It's all, like I say, all the same. With your health insurance, you've got to have copies of your health insurance, your passport, criminal checks, everything like that, all the same procedure. So we've got the next visa, which is the rich man's visa, and that's the golden visa. And with the golden visa, they've got requirements that you've got to be over 18 years old. Same again, you've got to have your private health insurance with this one. And you must have sufficient financial means for this one as well. In other words, plenty of money to support yourself. And you've got to buy an house with this golden visa. More than 500,000 euros the house can be. Anything more than 500,000 you will qualify, or you can have investments up to £1 million in stocks and bonds in Spain. Got a bit of a building going just there. So yeah, a little project. That looks quite a big plot, that. Yeah, look. And for that visa, golden visa, you've got to have a clean criminal record. You can't be one of the mafia gangs come over and start splashing out millions of pounds on villas. Yeah, you've got to have a squeaky clean criminal record for that golden visa. And you must be super duper healthy as well, because if you ain't got healthy living, and it goes back to one of the regulations of 2005, they won't give you that one. Also, if you've been rejected before to stay in Spain, turned down, they won't give it to you either. So clean record, not be rejected, have loads of money, not part of a mafia group, nothing criminality, and you've got your own sufficient finances to support yourself, you'll have no problem with a golden visa. Got some nice looking bars just up here on the right as you go around. Does get really busy, them little bars. Quite a bit of work along here on the beach as well, and the footpath, and got some nice little monuments going up, and just over there you can just about see the Manga strip we was talking about. You've got a world-class sports facility place just opened over on the La Manga strip. This hotel we're going to be going to, the Balneario, it goes back to the Arabs and Roman times, and it's also provided backdrops of Alcazares and the hotel in the film The Garden of Eden. Also, it's been in many others. The Girls from Rio in 1969, starring Shirley Eaton and Richard Wyler and George Sanders. You've even had Kirk Douglas star in one of the films as well. And this film Kirk Douglas starred in was down on the Manga, and that was in 1971, the light and edge of the world. So yeah, quite a popular area of Spain down in Murcia region, Costa Calida, and not only the famous hotel here, but yeah, lots of filming done this area. We've got a nice little bar here, a few people sitting out. Bit of fishing going on there. As you can see, it's not a big beach when the tide comes right in. So yeah, I found a little bar here just further along, and yeah, they've got cocktails here for €6. You can grab a little bit of probably tapas, I should imagine, or an hot dog and fries for €6, and spaghetti carbonara for €8. And on the other side of this board here, as you can see, it's got the cocktails, the pina coladas, sex on the beach, Bloody Marys, the whole lot. This bit where we are now, you've got the toilets as well, and Playa Espejo Beach. And yeah, a few people now coming along the beachfront. It's coming up to lunchtime. So we had a gentleman yesterday in Torrevieja that had a lucky escape. He was out in the sea on one of these jet skis, and he was a 38-year-old gentleman just off the coast of Torrevieja, and he was just a couple of kilometres off the shore, and his jet ski just broke down on him. Finito. And there he was, stuck. So instead of just trying to wait by the jet ski, he decided to try and swim to the shore. Lucky for him, he was getting in a bit of trouble and waving his arms about, and he got spotted by someone who's actually spotted him, and they actually called the Red Cross Emergency Services, and they actually rescued him. He'd been in the water for about half an hour, 12 Celsius degrees, so it was really cold. Got treated for hypothermia, but in all, it was all good. He actually had a lucky escape. Could have turned out a lot more worse than that. So yeah, we're about 15 minutes away. Roman times, Arab Hotel, and also what else has been happening? Well, Alicante Airport, they're talking about this proposal for a second runway. Like I mentioned last month, had over 1 million visitors, one of the highest they've had so far, and they think it's necessary to get this second runway, so they're actually proposing to get another one built. It's going to be good for Spanish economy, more people coming. So with Easter just round the corner and a lot of people flooding in, a couple of weeks now, they've actually been given permission to open a lot of these beach bars. Not all of them, as I mentioned before, or at a Costa, they've got the ongoing problem as usual with the tenders, and it's not going to be done in time, but we have got a few down here on the Mar Menor that's all going to be open, the Chiqueros beach bars, and they've been approved. We've got the Cabo de Palos, the La Zoya, and of course got many others. They've got the one up on Playa Norfolk's beach at Torrevieja. All them will be open as normal. And just there you can see, yeah, look, we've got a big crane machinery on the beach. They're still doing the beach just round here. And if you come down to Los Alcázares and you want to live here and have a little selfie frame, there's one here, a little frame here with a nice beautiful monument on the backdrop of it, so you can get yourself beautiful scenery. Go to the beach, we've got this big famous church here. Actually do a special fiesta here every year. This fiesta is called Lady of Assumption, And yeah, get very, very busy, all packed down this little alleyway here, this little road, Calle de la Iglesia. And this bar will be open just here. You can sit there and have a drink, not expensive. You can sit there and watch the procession go by, all brass bands playing and everything, quite pretty actually, and they go along the seafront. So we've got the big crane out here again doing this work on the beach. Been going on for quite a while now. Not actually sure what they're doing. If you do know, let us know in the comments. But they've been working all the way around here. You can just see the piles of sand all the way round up to the marina. Plenty of people on bikes out here, that's for sure. You can go right the full length along here with your bikes, or a nice little walk for the dogs, and stop off at one of these lovely bars. Not too expensive. You can have a nice little meal here. You've got specials of the day here. They've got all sorts. They have a large breakfast for $7.95 or a small one for $5.95. But yeah, they do potatoes, jackets, chips, nachos, chicken burgers. That's San Juan. They've got a few people there already. They get a nice little place along the front here. I've seen a few for rent and I've seen an odd few for sale. You've got the Alaska there, a little bar, and more bikers turning up. Right next to Alaska you've got La Playa, and just at the back there I can see another little cafeteria, Bastilda. So yeah, 2 or 3 here, just sit around, something to eat. Come past Playa Espejo and Playa de Palmares, and now we're at Playa Manzanares. So we're creeping along all these beaches here. We've got a few more sunbathers here. If you want to come down here and have something nice to eat along this beach, got a little cafeteria just over there. You can see the European flag and the Spanish flags waving. We've got all the workers out today. There we go. Got someone to clean up all the brickwork by the looks of things, giving it a nice paint up. There's big piles of sand just there. You've got so much disabled access here as well, lots of disabled parking. So if you are disabled, you want to come and park down here, there's plenty of parking for the disabled. And there's this little place I was telling about, San Antonio. Yeah, nice little restaurant on the sea. They do menus of the day and specialities. You can get a 3-course menu of the day here for €8.50. Doesn't include a drink, but there we go. You've got a little starter there, the appetizer, the roast potatoes in olive oil. You've got a salad, and then you've got the choice of seafood cream, Murphy salted vegetables. You can choose from the second course, but it's skewered chicken, rice, croquettes, a bit of fillet beef, grilled rice, or battered cod and peas. And a bit of fruit. And this gentleman here says very cheap. Have you been here before?
I've had sea bass twice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I've been in there and had just a pizza, but I've seen it does get very busy. Yeah.
We come from a road to golf, so it's
okay. So you travel down here?
Drive down here, but I've been here a few times. It's nice in
Yeah,
there.
I see it's pretty in there as well.
I like seafood, so.
There we go. I'll just see there you get a breakfast as well with a tea or coffee for $4.50. That's cheap, isn't it? Up at the seafront.
I don't know the price. In England, it's twice that.
Oh, England, yeah. Double, treble the price.
Pay that for a coffee.
Yeah. And you get a full breakfast with a coffee.
That's why we're here at the moment.
Yeah, that's why we live in a dream, isn't it? So there you go. That was a bloke that was on the Ronda golf course, and he travels all the way down here just to come along this beautiful part of the beach and to go in this lovely restaurant. Like he says, you pay $4.50 for a coffee in the UK. You get a big breakfast of that with a coffee. Crazy. But a lot of these little Spanish bars, you go to a proper Spanish bar, not an English one, you get a coffee for €1. Nice coffee as well. Seafront. And just on the corner here. If you don't fancy a nice Mediterranean meal and you want a greasy slap up, you've got your kebab place there and your pizzas. And you've got the tourist information centre here as well, just in this little bit. But yeah, this is the hotel I was telling you about, the Hotel Balneario. So as you can see, it's very old and rustic. And in this area where this hotel is, you've got more bars and restaurants just down there. We'll check them out. We're going to take a nice look at this. It's got some beautiful gardens inside as well. So this is the main entrance just here, and it's got the nice beautiful entrance with a piano and straight out to the gardens. Absolutely picturesque. Just had a chat with a receptionist, and she's let me come inside and have a look at this beautiful hotel and do a little video so we can show you what it's all about. And you've got that musty smell as well here where it's really old. You can see the doors are not posh, but look at this, look. This is one of the old bars. Yeah, cool, this is amazing. So this is how it was many, many years ago. Absolutely beautiful. Got the old sewing machine now. I'm going to have a look outside at the gardens, because the gardens look absolutely spectacular as well. And look at this here. And there we go, we've got the beautiful gardens just there, absolutely stunning. Got toilets just in the far corner here. And then you've got the entrance off from the kitchen. And you've got this beautiful stairway, imagine, to the upstairs apartments. And this takes you out to the front restaurant. Absolutely spectacular. So this time of year, if you did want to stay in this lovely hotel, you're looking at about €60. It's not expensive at all. And they've got the fabulous restaurant just at the front, which is right next to this tourist place just there. And they call it the Sea View Gin Club. And we're looking at 1 o'clock, and you can see it is absolutely rammer. Got a little kids play area just there as well for the children. So you've got great views just there of the Manga strip and the golf resort, which I mentioned. You get a lot of the celebrities go and play golf over there and the international friendlies. Yeah, it's absolutely lovely, little picturesque hotel. I mentioned before, many films are filmed here. Goes back many years. They do an happy hour as well, between 5 and 7. You get your beer and your wine half price with a 50% discount. But I should imagine you'll need to get here pretty early for the happy hour, because now it is busy and it's just a normal afternoon, 1 o'clock. So just behind this famous hotel here, there's a little alleyway where we just was. Right to the end, there's more bars and restaurants, so we're going to go and have a look at them. So just down the alleyway from the hotel, you can see there's a few more bars and restaurants. I should imagine these will be open a little bit later on. Pasaril de la Feria, this is what this little bit's called here. More bars and restaurants, like I say. You got a place there for your roasted chickens. This is more of an evening thing. Down here you got your chicheros. Los Alcázares, eh? This is a nice little town. 30 minutes to get into your Murcia International Airport, and property's cheap as chips. And you've got some fantastic views of the planes when they go over from the military base. And you've got a lot more restaurants just down there. And they've got a nice little place just here with a beautiful mural on the wall. Look at this beautiful mural, hey? You've got some nice little restaurants just down here. Just past this Elite Motor women's clothes shop, you've got the tobacconist right on the corner. And you've got a tandoori just across the road there, right next to the Dalpree supermarket. So the town of Los Alcázares, this little area is, and you've got the church just there. So this area is tucked away, these bars and restaurants, right next to the restaurant on the pier and next to the famous Menor Hotel. Definitely worth a visit, that's for sure. And there's your sports bar as well, just there. You're looking for a sports bar. Hola.
Ya te seguiré, ya te seguiré.
Ah, YouTube?
Ya.
Ah, mismo. Ah, bien, bien. Bumped into a couple of old ladies there that also do a bit of YouTubing. So we're just back on the promenade. You can see you've got lovely little buildings just there. So everything's getting ready now for the Easter holidays. We've got the shower pump thing out here and the beach bar's opening up. So this part of the beach is Playa Carrion. And you've got a nice little monument here with a chappie on his bike. So this little statue here of a famous comedian who got awards in 2014 for all his famous work in certain things he filmed in. And I don't know if you've heard any of these kind of films, but he's been in National, Shotgun, Executioner, Dawn Breaks, and another film which is No Small Things, He Wait For Me in Heaven. So yeah, he's been going for 50 years, this famous Spanish comedian, and they've actually done a sculpture of him right here on the promenade. So we're at the Playa La Concha, and this is where we found the beach bar that's open. So we've made it right to the end, and we're right up by the Nautical Club with a nice little restaurant again with a pier right here, the Nautica restaurant. We're going to go and have a look and show this beautiful place. And you can see all the boats and yachts, and we've got a beach bar that's actually open here as well. But don't forget, if you like the video, hit that subscribe button and you'll get a notification of the next video I'll be doing, and the next one will be on Paddy's Day. Thanks for watching. If you want to know anything about this video, about the visas, I'll post everything in a link below. And remember, you can support me by buying me a cup of coffee.